Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. In the last episode, we enter Clinker's Cavern, and in Clinker's Cavern, we learn the Gold Feather invincibility. And in this episode, we're going to finish off the second half of Clinker's Cavern, after Banjo tries to murder Kazooie. Yay! Yay for murder! So, with that said, I guess there's not much else to do inside this rather tragic state that Clinker's in. Well, just being in the inside of him. And so I guess what the rest of the level entails is that there's, I guess about 3 levels of the Jiggies. First off, that we'll have to go and dive underwater to get some of the collectibles that await us, and then there's the, I guess there's the upper halves, and then after that, then we'll be done. We'll be done with this level. And yeah, you can actually very much tell where the exit of this area is if you just see that little pipe that's connected to one of those tunnels. The other ones don't. It's also at the very front of Clinker, so that's how you can easily tell. So, for the next Jiggy, one of the... Or there's actually 2 Jiggies in each of the pipes, so one of them is just finding the Jiggy in one of them. The other one involves some sort of a challenge that we have to do. Also, just by going to this tunnel, there should be a, I think there's a blue Jinjo. That's right in there. Here he is. Another one of those Jinjos who can miraculously breathe underwater, somehow. Maybe those Jinjos are sea creatures. Could that be? I don't know. The next Jiggy is going to be right in this rather peculiar glowing green tunnel. That sure is weird. What could it lead to, I wonder? Well, it sure leads to another room. Yeah, what is going on here? The music's a little speedier than usual.
Snippet muted, Zoe. Jigsaw is ours. Fight us you must.
Okay, then. Oh. Well, you, sir, being an asshole. So yeah, Muty snippets. Rather mutated versions of the snippets that we've encountered before. Yeah, they're kind of creepy looking. Let's come from a lab or something.
Yes. Bitten snippet muted, Zoe. Yours is prize.
Okay, wow, I somehow kind of perfected my Smeagol impression. So thank you for listening to that.
My precious.
Anyway, so yeah, just will enemy beat up, and then we have the and we got the Jiggy here. You know, I don't really have anything else to talk about right now, because I guess all this entails is that we're just picking up the rest of the Jiggies, and not much else to explain. So I think what I do want to talk about is, well, yeah, you've seen in the past few episodes about the video quality being a little better this time around. For I have now figured out the scaling tool for the video, because, I mean... Because I'm sure you guys, and of course myself included, are getting really tired of seeing all these black areas surrounding the video feed. So, I wanted to find a way to kind of fix that, and I was looking to see if there's a way in Adobe Premiere to use a scaling tool, and sure enough, I found it! And there's another Jiggy that's located right here. Yeah, you want to make sure you want to be careful with your air meter. Like, after you go through those tunnels, and just resurface, and then that way there you can replenish your air meter before going to another one of those tunnels, and then that's how you can get that Jiggy. You really want to be careful there, because I only had, like, only half of my air meter has been depleted. And this little pipe right down there leads to some music notes. So yeah, like I was saying, I finally did found the scaling tool in Adobe Premiere, and yes, I know what you're thinking. It's unbelievable how it took me until just recently that I finally found a way to actually scale my video feed to where it's now full screen. Yeah, I mean, please bear with me on this one. I mean, I'm still a newbie at this whole Adobe Premiere thing. Because, I mean, I wanted to switch over to that for quite a long time now, and yeah, sure, it can be very finicky, and there are times when it can be an absolute piece of shit and not want to cooperate with me, but it is definitely the one video editing software where I can make higher quality videos, and I've been wanting to do that for a long time now. And of course, it doesn't look exactly right because you still see the black areas from the Hawk, but I finally figured out the scaling tool, and so ever since I found that out, then that's where I decided to just use that from now on for the rest of my for all any newer videos I upload. And these empty honeycombs here are hidden pretty well here. But once we get the last one, then we should be getting our new honeycomb upgrade. But yeah, so since I finally found that out, then that's what I'll be doing from now on. But yeah, I know I probably should have done that like earlier before, and you know, it has been one of my biggest regrets that I really wish I would have known that sooner. And then that right there, then I would have made my videos a little higher quality than usual. Because I know it seems like my videos may not look great in the past, but you know, I still do. I still am at the very least just want to go for quality or quantity, and so I do the best I can to, or at least the best of my ability to try to make a higher quality videos, and I'm slowly learning about that. So yeah, I got the scaling tool in now, so I think my videos should be good to go. And for even better purposes, and just kind of play around with editing and whatnot. Maybe add some bits there. But yeah, I've really regretted just not being able to realize about the scaling tool, or just not being able to produce higher quality videos. But I've learned that about that now, and so you'll be seeing better looking videos from here on out. But keep in mind, guys, that I'm still kind of a newbie at Adobe Premiere. I mean, I just recently downloaded the software. Well, I guess about like the end of last year. But I'm still kind of learning about it. Just, you know, if I'm just the more I play around with it, then I'll get better and better at editing in Adobe Premiere. But I'm kind of still on an amateur level, so. Anyways, I think the last two jiggies we're gonna get, they're pretty easy to find, just by shooting the egg at this little cage right there. Just as long as you're careful, just climbing onto Clinker's tail fin. But these last few ones are a little easier. Anyway, so there's that out of the way. What else is there to talk about? Sorry about that. I got swallowed a little too fast. I also didn't mention that, yeah, like you saw in Treasure Trove Cove and in this level, yeah, I mentioned how Mumbo doesn't appear in every single level, and these last two levels are just a couple of them. But the Mumbo tokens will still be there, so make sure you collect as many of them as possible, so that way it's guaranteed that you can at least have more than enough to, or for whatever transformation comes next. Let's see, anything else I want to talk about? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of things to say, except that Clanker's still staring at us, rather creepily so. You guys want to talk about pancakes? Pancakes are good, right? Okay, yeah, seriously, that's why I'm really out of things to say. But we are pretty much done with this level. Just as soon as I collect all these notes here. And now that's all 100 of them, and then there's the last jiggy that's right there. And that's it. That's all 10 of the jiggies, and let's go ahead and check the totals. Yep, well, it only took me 21 minutes and 2 seconds to get this done, but yeah, we got every single collectible here. That's what I usually do, like, at least for this Let's Play, that I usually, after I got all the jiggies, and I think I might have collected every single collectible there is, I make 100% sure, just by going to the pause menu and then checking the totals, just see I've got every single collectible, like music notes, jiggies, and the empty honeycomb pieces. basically just all the important collectibles here, and just making sure I got every single one of them. And sure enough, I did. I mean, it's always guaranteed to just to collect every single one of those collectibles here. Especially considering that, well, like I said, only in the N64 version, where you can only collect all 100 music notes in one go. Because you do have to restart the collectathon all over again if you leave the level, or if you lose a life. Then yeah, it's just a one-time thing. So, anyways, so what we're gonna do now? The picture to the next level is actually located in this very room, in that one tunnel that's down underwater. So we just need to go right up there, and that Grill Champa is right there. Oh, but first things first, another Bruntilda. And let's see any more of those disgusting secrets. Grunty wears massive bloomers under that repulsive dress of hers. Oh, that's nothing. Massive bloomers? So what? I mean, she's kind of fat, you know. She also has this nasty pet dog whose name is Leg Chomper. Any kind of meaning to that? Well, of course, dogs can kind of bite sometimes. Well, some dogs do. Sings in her own band, Grunty and the Monster Mob. They're awful. Well, I mean, I guess, I mean, maybe based on the quality of the song. Or it could be like in those, modernized, songs with nothing but, where they're just all on, auto-tune songs, so... I don't know, maybe, whatever band Grunty sings, and yeah, I guess, pretty much everybody would just rate them all 1 star. That's for your low-quality music. And yes, I'm going to admit, I am one of those guys who do not like modern music where it's just all auto-tune. I'm sorry, I just don't. They never appeal to me, so... I mean... Hey, that's just me. I'm just saying, I mean, I just don't like those kind of songs, so... I mean, so basically something that a lot of high schoolers these days listen to, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but I just don't like them. Anyway, so, next picture complete, our next world is going to be in Bubble Gloop Swamp. And, well, yeah, this is where, well, let me just say, I kinda had some bad memories of, Bubble Gloop Swamp. Well, granted, that's only because, I mean, that was back when I was a kid, and, well, my very first time playing Banjo-Kazooie, that I had, quite a lot of bad luck there, but, I mean, nowadays, I'm a little better at it, but what I'm saying is that, well, I mean, I'll get more to that once we get to the level. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that one puzzle. Yeah, just big busting on those eye peoples. That's not that hard, is it? Puzzle? What do you mean by that? Anyway, so yeah, we got the jiggy for that one puzzle from the Grunty switch that we just stepped in Clanger's Cavern. So now, that's all the time we have now. So next on Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie, we're going to enter our next world, Bubble Gloop Swamp. So until next time, see you guys later.